Well, welcome everybody. My name is Jeff Girard with the Concrete Countertop Institute, and this morning, it is morning for us. I have Diane Mullis of Pro Concrete Countertops in Twin Cities, Minnesota. She's an alumni of CCI, and I'm going to let her tell her story and introduce herself. So most of this is going to be Diane talking and showing what she's done and all that. So take it away, Diane.
Okay, so hello. I took the Concrete Countertop Institute class in 2019. I am a mechanical engineer and applied mathematician by education. I actually left the corporate world to do concrete. I absolutely love the median. And I took the Concrete Countertop Institute class because I knew I wanted to learn glass fiber reinforced concrete. And I honestly got way more than what I bargained for it, I would say, because Jeff has been a huge help to me at many different times. I mean, Jeff and we've probably spent at least I guess like 100 hours on the phone together.
Easily.
Yeah. So love Jeff. So I wouldn't say too recently, I went full time in my business it would be 4 years ago, February of 2021. Mm-hmm. So I officially launched my business in 2019, but I was only doing it part-time. I started full-time approximately 4 years ago. Since then, I have tested Omega myself. I actually tested 7 different sealers. Some of you out there listening may have, I shared my Excel spreadsheet and my experience with each of the sealers with many people. I probably sent out like 60 different emails of what I had tested because other people were curious. I'm very much into testing everything that I use before I, set it out to my end customers. I'm very meticulous in trying different things. I made a 5-foot by 10-foot sheet of concrete that was a 1/4 inch thick, and it was awesome. And I'm going to show you, I also have one that's out in my shop that's 1 foot by 10 foot and it's a 1/4 inch thick. And I'm going to show you how flexible it is. It's so like stuff like that I really like to do. I really like to push the boundaries of, what concrete can be, how it looks. I have different techniques that I really like. I've been using Omega pretty much primarily on everything. I also use Ovation. I really like Ovation for things like vanities, for fireplace surrounds, wall panels, things like that. I love both the products. I love that they're water-based, not smelly. I don't like smells at all. So,
I don't either.
I mean, some good cologne or good perfume, hey, I'm all there. But that stuff, no way. And let's see, I started using the Admix. And for a little while I still had some Kong from Tom Fisher, which is like the replacement for Forton. But while I still had some of that, I tried the defoamer as well. I really liked the defoamer when I was using Kong, aka Forton, whatever. And then I used the Admix. It's been over a year since I've been using like the polymer I think you first came out with before the Admix.
Yeah. So what we're talking about is we've
Integrity now.
Integrity Concrete Products. That's our product line, and it was the first iteration was a dry polymer. So that's like a foundational ingredient, and then I created what Diane's calling the Admix. It's Integrity. It's now called Integrity Power Pack. So it is a all-in-one admixture that has everything to take your basic ingredients and turn them into ultra high performance GFRC. I mean, you don't have to use GFRC fibers, but you're going to get the best performance using GFRC fibers versus, say, I know this is going to be controversial, but real life testing bears this out, PVA fibers or something else, in terms of the kind of performance, what an artisan wants to get out of it in terms of physical things. I found, glass fibers give you the best all around. Now, they can show if you grind into your concrete a lot. So that's where other fibers may have more advantages. So there's a tangent I don't want to get on too far, but Yeah, so we're talking about the ad pack, the power pack admixture.
Yes, I've used pretty much all of your new products so far. I've tried all of them. I do like your fibers a lot. They kept everything with the concrete really flowable. I don't do specific strength testing for anything. But I felt really good about the flowable with your fibers. I have tried your what do you call it? Like complete bag mix
Yeah.
from Integrity.
That,
I did that just on one tabletop,
mhm.
and I used your super plasticizer with it. I love the super plasticizer. I've actually compared it to one other one when I did switch to dry polymer. I like yours better. It's definitely what you called, I think you said it was like a power punch or something like that. That's a great way to put it. It really is a power punch.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like all of your products.
Awesome.
And let's see, I'm going to show you my shop.
Yeah.
Take a look around. I moved in here last April. I was in a different facility, and now I have a bigger showroom. I have a bigger shop, and I'll get to show you my new sample boxes.
Ooh,
So
yes. Please
let's,
share. Yeah.
yeah. So let's turn this around. I'm going to start maybe over here.
Oh, I
Privy
like that.
vent.
Yep.
I made that long time ago. This is a cylinder. That's actually some micro cement I was playing with. Just colorful, flower pot. I make a lot of those with extra concrete. This was a prelude, just an art piece to the bougie fireplace round that I'll show you here. Some older samples, more other samples. These are all labeled, by the way, but I make sure I label everything with the color. And I use color codes because it's easier for me to understand.
Right.
Fabric form vanity. I have a lot of art that I have made in this showroom. It's all concrete art, integrally pigmented. Some articles that I've been in. This is actually going to be a display for one of our distributors. We have different stone distributors.
Very nice.
This is some art that we made with an artist.
Uh-huh.
More random.
Fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very was it Picasso?
It looks like Picasso, yeah.
Yeah, very Picasso-esque. And then we have like mini fireplace surrounds. So these are like quarter scale fireplace surrounds. More random samples. This coffee table with the matching rug. We've had that for a while. More technique. So I really love concrete technique. These are neon colors, integrally pigmented, just really cool. I mean, I don't sell these, but I really like them because they're so different. This is our Ruth fireplace surround. It doesn't have the cutout, but it has a nice curve. Some other random bubble wrap, but it's smooth, so we grouted that. So Sugi Band. So my showroom is full of craziness. Okay, continue our tour. All right. We've had this table. It's foam cord, 5-inch thick. A lot of people always ask me, like, how thick is or how heavy is your concrete? And they're always shocked to know that concrete is the lightest stone out there. At least glass fiber reinforced concrete is.
Right.
So, some fluted samples, some more fun stuff, really textural. We made an entire backsplash that looks just like this, and it turned out really gorgeous. So this is one of my own techniques that I've developed, this veining technique.
I love it.
And it's also on a reeded piece of concrete. Some more stuff. I have a lot of stuff. So this has been kind of a culmination of months of work. Is all of our samples. They have our logo, which I love. I have some more stuff in the window. I was asked to match a piece of wallpaper, and this was their sample, and we made a vanity out of that. And it looked gorgeous too. More stuff. These are our boxes. I had my website designer from Creative Endeavor create my boxes, and she said that she thought the most unique thing that I do in concrete was the vein design. So she made the box just flow with the vein design.
Nice.
And so like these have obviously not every color, but some of the more typical colors that we do in that, and then all of 5 different fluting samples too.
Wonderful.
And then all of these are all labeled. She helped me, find the foam for this and designed everything. She designed my booklet that goes in there. It's great. It's like a soft cover. Has a lot of information. So I'm not going to go through that. This is another fireplace surround that we're working on. We're working on some standard products basically. So this inner can get swapped out with a different inner if you want like a different type of fluting or reading. And then the outer would stay the same. And then same with this one. And then I have all my colors up there that we made. Bent concrete. We laid that out flat and then bent it. More Sushigi band, more art. This is textural, even though I've also made this completely flat. So you know how challenging that is. This is the bougie fireplace surround. This is completely hand sculpted. This was a huge challenge to get through that door and then move it over there in that corner, but it was fun. My sign, we actually took this from my old shop. The O fell off because whoever's on that side has like a storage unit and they whomped that wall really hard one day, but we're going to fix that soon. And then more fluted samples, my sample army truck.
Very cool.
And look who it is.
There I am. Yep.
Yeah. Got that. Trazo samples and then Buddy. I don't know if you see that very well. Me and Buddy. You got to put those up somewhere.
Absolutely.
Our cheeseburger.
That's concrete?
Oh, yeah.
Holy cow.
Integrally pigmented, sculpted concrete.
That's unbelievable.
French fries, too. It's probably one of my favorite things I've made just because it's funky
realistic
and funny. Computer, I have trademarked my brand. So here's a copy of my trademark. I have my engineering degrees up here, whatever. Big screen for showing stuff. We have more stuff in here. Some wood look concrete that's textural. I've had this for a long time. I think I actually made this in my house.
Okay.
This is kind of like a Superman type of one. Navy blue light up stuff, which is always fun.
Oh yeah.
Color changing LEDs. This is like epoxy with fiberglass in it around concrete. And then have another room in here that's just, we're still setting up. So this just kind of has some random stuff in here. I did try the spinny art. That was fun. Make some mirrors that are hand sculpted. These are actually all the other colors, but just as like a grout. So that also helped me, and I didn't have to use that much pigment for these, which was nice. Some more art by John Gerber. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh,
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working on a collaboration with him and an interior designer to make some cool stuff. Okay, and let's see. In the bathroom, I have another storage room right here. And then the bathroom has more concrete art. So this is art that I made.
That's amazing. Those colors are so vibrant.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't normally like vibrant colors, but concrete and vibrant colors I love. Oh, more art. Just like random stuff. I made this hand sculpted mirror. I really like Ovation gloss for art and stuff like this. It works so well. I love Ovation gloss for that. Nice. But I don't use it for anything other than art.
Yep, that's fine.
Wash station. We do wet grinding here. This drain was already here, which I love. And then we filter our water through those tanks. It gets pumped up, filters through. That's a whole system. Lots of pigments. Omega, of course.
Of course. How big is your shop that you use? Like, how big is your production area? How big is your showroom, kind of thing?
I think I'm at somewhere around 7,000 square feet between both my shop and my showroom.
Okay, that's a
So,
good size. Yeah.
and like the entire part that I rent is, he said it's 10,000 square feet. I don't think it is. I think it's probably 9,000, and then I rent out 1,500 square feet to somebody else.
Oh, cool. Very nice. Yeah.
So, because it's like just this big, tall building, and I was like, I'm not going to use all of this right now. I might as well, rent out part of it. So,
Yeah. I had a 7,000 square foot building way back in the old days, and it had about 1,000 square foot office in it, which was the CCI classroom in the mid 2000s. Maybe it was more like 1,500 square feet. But when you have a big shop, sure, it's really nice because you have, my wet processing area was about 1,000 square feet. So it was luxury to have huge amounts of space, open floor, no columns. It was a 70 by 100 foot steel building. But it's easy to accumulate a lot of stuff. There's a lot of space to just say, you know what, we're going to hang on to that, or, I don't want to throw it out, so stick it over there. And yeah, when we had to move, it was lots of big dumpsters to get rid of stuff.
yeah, and like actually when we moved from my other building, we didn't even fill up, I don't know what it was, like 5 yards or something. I don't know. It wasn't, I mean, it was a big dumpster, but we didn't even come close to filling it up. I really hate to be a pack rat.
Yeah.
So I have no problem throwing things away constantly. And JJ, who works for me, he's always like, don't throw that away, don't throw that away, let's keep it. And I'm like, no, we're gonna get rid of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I do keep some stuff if I think I can repurpose it, but I really don't. Like, all of my molds are actually not reusable. I'm starting to make some that are reusable, but like 99% of my molds, I use them once, destroy them, throw them away. I don't need to use them again. I don't use standard sink molds. I let my customers pick what they want every single time, what dimensions they want. Yeah, it doesn't work well for me to hold a bunch of stuff around. And the materials I use are cheap enough for me to make something that I can throw away. I pretty much use foam for like all the sink molds, fireplace rounds, stuff like that. It just works so well.
Yeah.
I buy billets of foam, like the big 40 by 46 by 96 or whatever, billets of foam. And I cut that. It works great for me. It's a lot quicker. And I mean, like, I've bought a different brand of molds. I won't say who, did not like those whatsoever. And that's pretty much when I switched and just made my own molds instead of buying rubber molds. Besides that, I mean, most of your customers come to you for the custom aspect, that they're going to get something that no one else has, that it's going to be handmade for them. You don't give that, I don't feel, as much when you're just saying, here's all the rubber molds I have, pick from one of those. Like, you don't get the same experience of what would you like when you're asking your clients, like, what size do you want? And sure, it's a lot more upfront detail work also on their part to make those decisions. But, you guide them, you say, okay, a typical sink is this size. What would you like? Like, you don't have to have the typical size.
Right.
And I think that's important as a, custom artisan, is that you stay true to your craft, that you're making something custom each time. Even though I will say, I am switching a little bit of my business so that I have more of a bread and butter type. I'm going to make some production molds for specific things. But I'll always still, offer custom and stick with that. So
cool. Well, I want to thank you for sharing your story and your showroom and little bits and sneak peeks of your shop. And thanks for taking the time and kind of helping to inspire other folks to be able to see that people can be successful doing this. And it's not certainly something you can just watch a couple of YouTube videos and say, I can do it. But it also isn't something that you say, well, I have to go and invent my own concrete mix, or I have to do everything on my own. There are lots of resources out there. There's lots of inspiration. And I think our conversation this morning has kind of encapsulated a lot of that. So thank you for all that, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks. I'm sad I didn't get to show you my 1/4-inch piece of concrete.
Well, maybe next time, or maybe you can shoot a video and then we can kind of edit it in and add it on. So this is, this is not live. This is live, but we're going to edit a couple things just to trim it down, and then we can add in some more stuff. Like if you want to shoot that, set it up so that,
I will do that. I post a ton of like behind the scenes stuff on my Instagram I don't use like YouTube. I probably should, because everything that I do, like every single day, I talk on my Instagram what I'm going to do today. And then like when I make a project, I actually do a start to finish, like the whole process of what I make. Yep. And a lot of people love that. I've had a lot of people say, I've learned so much from you, and I love that it sparks conversations between artisans, and it also inspires, people like my clients at the end of their project. I collaborate on a reel with them where they get to, say, oh, I can collaborate that. And then it'll go on their Instagram as well. But I do start to finish, because like, I think everyone in the trades really we love to watch each other work.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I can sit and watch somebody else wet grind concrete. Like I'd watch that, even though it's funny, because I used to always, like, my kids used to watch this person, I don't remember who it was, like play video games on YouTube. I'm like, how is that interesting to you? Right. But now that I'm like, I can watch other people pour concrete, wet grind concrete, seal concrete. Now I'm like, oh yeah, that like resonates with me. So that's what I do in a lot of my Instagram videos, just the process.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Yeah. So I will shoot you a video of the concrete, and thank you for having me on, Jeff.
You're welcome. All right. Take care, Diane.
Okay. You too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, so this is the 12-inch by 10-foot 1/4-inch piece of concrete. I've had this for a while. I've bent it tons of times, but look how flexible it is. Isn't that awesome? Has 1 layer of scrim on the back, 1/4-inch. This is probably my funnest piece of concrete here, I think. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video.